Alright, I'm popping on really quick because I keep hearing like people talking about how the lowest or the fastest way to lower your vibration is by drinking alcohol. And well, I'm not saying that that's not true because alcohol really will lower your vibration. So I'm not saying that that's not, but I want to remind people that it's not the only thing that lowers your vibration, right? Um, so I've seen this come from people who have said this, who are heavy cigarette smokers, or they depend on like energy drinks, like monster drinks and stuff like that, um, like on a daily basis. Well, that stuff also lowers your vibration just as much as what alcohol does. Um, any of your like man-made type of products like that are going to lower your vibration. So alcohol, cigarettes, if you vape, that's going to lower your vibration. Your caffeinated beverages, so like, and I'm not talking about like cacao or even coffee. I'm not even talking about those. Those are like natural forms of caffeine, but I'm talking about those unnatural forms. Your like your sodas, your energy drinks, your energy pills that you can buy like from the gas station and stuff like that. There's so much other stuff in those pills that are not natural that all of that stuff is going to lower your vibration. Um, your food that you're eating, that's going to lower your vibration, especially if it's like got like boxed crap, if it's like stuff made with like processed preservatives and stuff like that. So a lot of people I see, they think that they're eating healthy stuff because they're like, I'm going to buy this frozen bag of this pre-made, Chinese meal, and because it's Chinese and it has all these vegetables in it and so it's good for you. No, it's not. Look at the ingredient list. You're going to find that there's like a crap ton of preservatives in there. Sugars in the sauce and sodium in the sauce and all of that. That all is processed food and it's not good for you. And even though it is marketed as being good for you, it's not good for you. And even though you think that it's good for you because it's got the vegetables and, you know, whatever, and it's got the rice in it and all that kind of stuff, and you think like these boxed packets of oatmeal are good for you because it's oatmeal, right? But it's actually not good for you because it has all of these preservatives in it also that give it the flavor that it has. So it's really important to pay attention to what's actually on the ingredient lists of these things that you are using because a lot of them are going to lower your vibration and you're not even aware of it. Um, Meat, that's another huge one. Um, so meat comes from like a living thing, right? Just as much as what our vegetables, produce, things like that come from. And if it is not treated properly, it's carrying a negative energy with it in this lower vibration. And then you are eating that. So you are like ingesting a lower vibration, and that's going to affect your personal vibration and your frequency as well. So if you're going to eat meat, be very aware of the brand that you're buying, where it comes from, how the animal is treated, um, how the animal is initially killed and processed or slaughtered, if you want to. I don't even know if that's a nicer way to put it, really. But you know what I mean, right? Like, make sure you're paying attention to how you're getting your food source, where it's coming from, how it's, slaughtered or harvested, um, how it's raised, how it's treated. And if you're not sure, either don't eat it or um, raise the vibration of the product before you eat it. And you can do that by praying. You pray over your food, or by simply, if you're a Reiki practitioner, you can do Reiki over your food to raise your food's vibration before you actually consume it. So I just wanted to kind of point that out a little bit when it comes to the things that we're putting in our bodies and on our bodies, as far as like cosmetics and um, you know all of that. You hear all the time about like music and the things that you watch and all of that stuff. And while it's true, I also want to point out too that sometimes your music and the things that you watch can actually be therapeutic. If you're angry, sometimes listening to music that has like more of that angry feel to it is actually kind of therapeutic. Doesn't necessarily mean that because you're listening to that you're, you know, going to succumb to that way of life. Now, if you're listening to it constantly all the time, yes, it's going to affect your mindset a little bit. And I firmly believe that. I used to not believe that at all, but because I've actually experienced that difference in myself, um, now I can say from experience that, yeah, I do believe that. Um, Same with like what you're watching and things like that. All of that stuff can impact the way that your mind processes things and stuff, especially your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind, it cannot differentiate between a negative and a positive. So, and what's real and what's reality and what's false. The subconscious mind can't do that. That's why hypnotists. That's why, you know, when I hypnotize people to help them with things, that's why that works. Because the subconscious mind, I can tell the subconscious mind something, and the subconscious mind instantly believes what I'm telling it. So when you're watching TV or you're listening to music or whatever, your subconscious mind is literally taking everything that it's hearing, um, everything that it's seeing, and it's turning that into a reality for you. So it really does affect that a lot. But at the same time, those things can also be kind of therapeutic, you know? Like if you are holding something in and you need to release, you need to cry or whatever, then maybe you listen to one of those songs that kind of hits home for you and is sad and it makes you cry, or you watch one of those tearjerker, you know, chick flick movies or whatever that, you know, makes you cry, and those can be a release. So it's just a matter of being cautious of when you're partaking in those kinds of activities and understanding where your mindset is and what you're getting out of it, how it's actually assisting you or if it's not. Um, you know, but I just wanted to kind of pop on a little bit and talk about that because I see a misunderstanding kind of, or I guess in a way, a lot of times I see some hypocritical statements from people who do state, you know, like alcohol's the fastest way to lower your vibration, but then they're saying that as they're puffing on a cigarette, you know, or, you know, they're saying that, well, they're eating their Taco Bell or something like that. And it's like, but wait, you know, like, I'm not going to listen to what somebody has to say about things like that if they're not, like, following suit with what they're saying. So if you're going to talk to me about, you know, our frequency and how to lower your vibration, heighten your vibration and things like that, but then you're going to do things that actually lower it, like, I don't really want to trust what you're saying so much, you know, like, you know, and it's not to say that I don't do anything. I admit, like, yeah, every now and then I damn sure I'm gonna have myself a soda. Like, yes, I do. You know, like, I will eat my processed chocolate candy bars. That's a struggle for me. I would eat them all day long if I could, but I don't. I have to, you know, like, monitor and be conscious of how many of those I'm having when I'm having that. You know, when I'm eating that chocolate. Sometimes I want a box of man-made macaroni and cheese or something like that, and you know, every now and then I might eat it. You know, it's more times over not that I really don't want those things, but every now and then I do want them, and every now and then I do eat them. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, like, I don't ever engage in any of those things that'll lower my vibration, because I absolutely do. The difference is that, you know, I'm aware of it. I know what it's doing. And I'm also aware of being able to know when I feel my vibration kind of, you know, lowering a little bit. And when I realize that you know, I am vibrating at a lower frequency. And that helps me to make the decisions that I need to do to get myself back up to where I want to be. So just just a little something here that was popping in my head while I was waiting for my lunch to finish cooking. So, anyway, that's all. Talk to you later. Bye bye.